the Joy and Fun Class 2 over the 1200 metres. Adios is on a 7-day backup and a class drop. Golden Express did plenty of early work last time and was beaten favourite. Packing Treadmill, 4-time distance winner. Beauty Charge, extra £6 for his last start win. Youthful Deal looking for 4 in a row, but the previous 3 all on the all-weather. We've got GoCo Win, whose win was off a rating of 74, and Atomic Force has the hood going on. Another good field to finish the day here, Tom, and indeed the season. Who lands where?
Well, it's interesting speed map here because Computer Patch hasn't been leading, but he can go forward and he is apprentice ridden here. Golden Express is drawn on barrier 11. Now, he won't want what happened last time to happen this time round, so he could maybe even potentially go on with it here. And Power Kip could get up outside to sort of Computer Patch, and Adios is another one that's got some pace. So if that was to sort of happen, there might be a slot for him, Paul, to get in. But I think Golden Express might be able to lead this field.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, the option is to go back if they think they're going to be caught wide, but there's no confirmed leader. So as such, I think Computer Patch will just go forward. And the other one is Bundle of Charm from barrier 3. I mean, what's Karras going to do? But I'm thinking he's unlikely to lead.
Well, Frankie Law has 2 runners in the race. Nick interviewed him, starting with asking Frankie about the first of his runners, Adios.
Yes, before we decide, I entered for the last day, and but last week in that class 1 only 5 runners, so I think maybe it's good for him. We got the lightweights. We try to race in first to see if he won good. Maybe I can win him on the last day again.
How has he backed up, Frankie? Obviously, it's a short space of time. I don't imagine you've done a great deal with him, but has he come out of that race very well?
Yes, he come back. It's good. He looked like still sound. Everything's good, healthy. Yeah.
He's had a tremendous season, hasn't he? Really, 4 wins from 15. He's done a smashing job for you and his owners.
Yes. When I saw he already have a 15 start this season, but he win 4 times. For me, it's good. Good result. Yeah.
I guess the draw, Frankie, is a little bit of a negative for sure. I mean, he's in 13. He had 2 last week. I know it was a small field, but 13 does make it tricky.
Yes, this time draw 13 should be a little bit tricky. But anyway, he need to get some cover. I will talk to Alex to see what we can do is better. Yeah.
Now, he's going to be joined by Youthful Deal. Now, a bit like another horse on the card for you, having Nagila. This horse has been doing really well in the all-weather. You're back on the turf. He's a fascinating runner in this race, Frankie.
Yes, you know, he raced a few times on the turf, only I think 2 seconds, and still haven't got a winner. But I won him on the dirt. He looks much better. He looks he like dirt. But anyway, we no choice. So I won him again on the turf to see.
He's had a trial up at Chung Fei, giving him a bit of a break. He looked good in the trial. Has everything gone smoothly with him for this final run of the season?
Yeah, he goes smooth. Usually, in Chung Fa, come back. Before I will give him a trial and then come back to Hong Kong. Everything looks good, looks sound. Yeah.
That was Frankie Law on his 2 runners. This is Paul and Tom and a few of the other runners in this race. And Tom, will start with you. This is race 766, which features 6 horses backing up here, but the focus early is Golden Express and the work that he has to do.
Yeah, he just couldn't get in here, could he? He was looking for the sort of situation, what might happen, Zach, early in the run, and then you've got Campione, who's up on the pace here. You've got Computer Patch, and I guess Computer Patch's rider, he was entitled to hold his ground. That was Alice Wong on that occasion, and that was just the undoing of him, Paul, with all that early gas he had to spend.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I just thought, because there's no other leader in this race, that's why I thought Computer Patch might go on with it this time with Angus Chung. Change a rider for him. But look, Adios finishes off this race really well. He's drawn wide barrier 13, so he's with a big weight, so he's going to need a little bit of luck, I think, from that draw.
Yeah, well, of course, Adios was always originally targeting this race, but when they saw the race last week, they'd only had a few runners in it. They opted to throw a late entry in for that, so he's got to carry an extra 20 pounds here on what he did last time out. But Beauty Charge won this really well off the back of what was a good trial mark.
It was indeed, Tom. Yeah, and Packing Treadmills running home for 3rd in that replay. We move on, Paul, to Flying Ace last time. This is at the Monday night meeting. We're going to show the first part of this race because that's where his race was run.
Yeah, exactly. And look, so clear excuses. Hugh Bowman will be aboard here for this particular event as well. He's up against some of the big boys here, but I think he can do it. I've included him. I haven't got him on a win line, but I think he'll run well.
Yeah, he was right on the cusp. This was like watching an episode of Saw here. It just did not go well at all. And so you can see he's stranded wide and he's over racing and pulling and fighting. I think coming back to the 1200 metres will assist him as well with what should be hopefully a decent tempo.
Yeah, got a great record over 1200 metres too. It does a flying ace. We'll move on from him now, Tom, to Rock Your Heart, Atomic Force and Computer Patch.
Yeah, and he's such a consistent horse as Rock Your Heart. He always has his races well spaced. That seems to be always the plan that Francis Loy has with him. Francis is up to 66 winners for the season. He's trialled up at Chung Fa. Easton's come out of this race and since won, and he's always there giving his best, Paul.
Yeah, look, he does try hard, doesn't he? He's been second 6 times and third 7 times. Only won twice, which is it just shows how consistent he is. But look, I didn't get them in.
Who goes out a winner?
Look, I think Golden Express can win. I think he can bounce back. He had a hard run last time. I think he can win this race. Adios, look, this is the race he's been targeting. He's got to overcome the wide draw. We know he's a good horse. Flying Ace had excuses, and there was nothing wrong with the win last time from Beauty Charge. 2, 1, 8 and 5.
2, 4, 1 and 9. I think Golden Express can bounce back here, and it wouldn't shock at all if they decide to lead with him. Packing Treadmill there, he was closing off well as we saw in that replay. Adios, there's no way he's going to start over 20 to 1 in this race, the last winner, and Rock Your Heart in on a minor line. 2, 4, 1 and 9.